Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Learn the Conjurer and you have stumbled upon my segment of Conjuring the Craft. Ordinarily, I host the show called Conjuring Canvases, where spooky art is created and terrifying tales are told. But today is a little bit different. Today I will be showing you a very easy, super duper cheap Halloween craft that anyone can do. Of course, what I will say is that I would recommend no children handle this particular craft because fire is involved. Fire! Now let's get to what the craft is today. Today's conjuring craft is your very own bleeding candles. As you can see in the background here, these are bleeding candles that I actually purchased from at home. They are white and they do bleed red. There are different ones out there that range in different colors, such as black or red, and they bleed different colors too. But I decided that it might be fun to just start with a white candle and make it bleed red. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer before we go ahead and get started with this. Please note that these candles aren't actually going to bleed. What you're doing is you're making the effect of they are bleeding by just the exterior look of them. So to get started, you'll need a couple of different things. I recommend going to your local dollar store to go ahead and get these items because they're pretty easy to find. First thing I picked out was just 2 white candlesticks. Oftentimes they sell them in a pair, so just get 2, maybe 3, depending upon the candelabra that you have. Next thing you'll need is just a simple red crayon. Now, I just ended up picking a Jumbo Red Crayon just because I wanted a lot of blood, but if you have a couple red crayons lying around, that should work fine too. You'll also need a lighter, fire, and a sheet of wax paper. Hey, that's all you need. I also want to briefly talk about my look today. When I do Conjuring the Craft, I like to wear just very casual spooky. So I'm wearing my cute little bat headband that I love. The wings flap. As well as my brand new t-shirt and these awesome cool rings that I was given by my dear ghoul friend Jordan Dodd, and he purchased them from a shop called Rogue and Wolf. If you're interested in checking them out, I highly recommend it. They have so much cute stuff. Go ahead and check the show description down below. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is, using your wax paper, you want to go ahead and cut out however many candles you're making. Little donuts is what I'll say. So what I did was I took the bottom end of the candlestick, I put it down onto the sheet of paper and I traced a circle around. I cut out the circle and then I just cut a bigger circle around it. Really, this is kind of optional depending upon if you want to stain your candlesticks. I personally want my candelabra to stay clean, so this is just a nice way to make it so that when it does inevitably bleed over your candelabra, you can go ahead and peel it right off and then the wax won't stain. So go ahead and cut out however many donuts of wax paper you need. All you'll do is you'll take however many you have for your candelabra and slide it over your candle. So just take it, slide it down, and the base of it should end up on your candelabra. I should mention also, this craft is great for those battery-powered candles. So if you have like the long battery candlesticks, this is also a really good idea to use. Just be very careful to not melt the exterior of your battery-operated candle. So what you're looking for is something like this. The candlestick is in the candelabra, and you have at the base a nice wax paper donut. Just right there. Doo-doo. So the next thing you'll need to do is grab that red candle and get that lighter going. All you really need to do is get your candles lit first. So make sure they're nicely set inside your candelabra. Go ahead and take the lighter and light the wick. And light this one too, just to show you guys. I try to get the wick to stand up straight, but you know, you can only do so many things, right, to make it perfect. Take your red candle. I would recommend holding it at the very tip and take it over the flame. What's gonna happen is it's gonna start melting. So you wanna concentrate that wax over the candle. But you try not to get it on top of the candle where the flame is, because what might happen is you might actually end up putting out the flame. Just let it drip. Ooh, gross. Okay, so then over here, it's the same exact thing. Take it over, let it melt. So, you know, you go ahead and make a nice little different pattern. Doesn't need to be perfect. Remember, they're bleeding candles. Ooh, gory and gross. Love it. When you're done with your crayon, simply just put it over towards the side of the wax paper, because then you can go ahead and pick it back up and it'll dry and nothing should happen. Of course, you can go ahead and reapply the wax at any time. Naturally, a wax candle is going to melt down. So over time, you may want to take the crayon and just go ahead and melt a little bit more as time goes on. But look at how beautiful that is. And I would say that this is a lot more theatrical looking than when you get your standard bleeding candles. All right, everyone, so that's it. Thank you so much for joining me for this yet another awesome video of Conjuring the Craft. Please show me your awesome bleeding candles. Again, they could be any colors you want, and I want to see them all. Make sure that you use the hashtag Conjuring Craft so that I know exactly where to find your awesome conjured crafts. With Halloween only being a few weeks away, I hope that this made your Halloween just that much more fun. Goodbye, ghosties and ghoulies, and I'll see you in the next video.